So you're switching to me after using Perplexity. What are you hoping we'll work on today?
I switch on to you.
Okay, I gotcha. So we're continuing our discussions like before, same topic as with Perplexity, improving your understanding towards your goals.
Yeah, I have some cold. That is why I feel some bitter.
Ugh, that's rough. Being sick always makes things harder, especially when you're trying to concentrate.
Yeah,
Get well soon. Are
Maya,
you wanting to switch topics today with
Maya, want to
perfect?
make a discussion with you on the topic of goals. Can you define goals for me?
Goals are really just your behaviors, the stuff you actually do, not what you want or wish for. Like, I want to be healthier as a wish. I'll go for a 30-minute walk every morning as a goal. It's about making action concrete.
How a person can define these are my goals? How a person can judge it?
Most people mess this up because they think goals are about feeling inspired or setting big dreams. Really, it's about noticing what you're consistently doing. What do you spend your time on? That's your real goal, whether you
Can be
planned it
the
that way or not.
other can
So
be
start with what?
can be the others inspirations are be your goals.
You're absolutely right. What others inspire you towards doesn't automatically become your goal. A goal only becomes real when you actually start taking the steps toward it. Inspiration is where goals start, but the goal itself is the action you take consistently. Make sense?
Is it possible for a personality to or is it right that a person always be set his right goals? Sometimes maybe the goal criteria may be wrong. A person wasting his energy in a wrong side, or is it always
That's exactly
right?
right. No, you definitely can waste energy on the wrong things. Most people do. The trick is being honest about which goals are actually serving you, what's working versus what's straining you. It takes real self assessment to catch that mismatch.
How a person can judge this? These goals are be useful, and these goals are not be useful. They are only the waste of time, or they are only the waste of energy. How a person can specify them?
There's a simple test. Are you genuinely energized by doing this thing, or are you just shooting on yourself? The stuff that drains your batteries is probably a distraction, even if it feels important at the moment. The real goals feed you energy instead of taking it.
By the source you acquire energy is your goal.
Exactly. You can also look at the results. Is the work actually getting you closer to something worthwhile? A goal might feel good to work on, but if it doesn't add up to something tangible you care about, that's a red flag.
But it's not possible for a person to take it all the time, right?
Nope, definitely not. You're going to have days where even good goals feel like a slog. That's normal. But if most of the time with a particular goal feels draining instead of fueling you, that's when you need to question if it really belongs on your list.
Can you define good goals for me?
Good goals are usually pretty simple. They're the concrete things that show up on your calendar instead of fancy statements. They're specific enough that you can tell if you're making progress and don't leave room for ambiguity.
And how and what's about you say bad goals?
Bad goals are the opposite, vague, abstract, or totally out of your control. I want to be more productive is bad. I will write 500 words today is good. If your goal requires someone else to change or relies on some perfect outcome, it's probably bad too.
What's the mean of vague?
Sorry, I missed what you said there. Did you say most of a week?
You pronounced a word vague.
Ah, vague. Okay, so you're asking about vague goals. That's exactly what I was describing as bad goals. Vague goals make it impossible to measure progress or know when you've succeeded. They're just wishful thinking dressed up as action.
Are you defining this term?
You mean vague?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was using it to describe goals that lack detail or clear steps. Like be healthier is vague. It doesn't tell you how to get there. Whereas walk 30 minutes 3 times a week is specific, clear, and measurable.
if a person want to levelize his goals, how it be possible for a personality to beat?
Levelize, you mean rank or prioritize your goals, right?
Yeah, prioritizing.
The best way is okay, prioritizing, ask yourself what's actually moving your life forward. If one goal depends on another, start with the foundation. Which goal creates momentum for everything else? That goes first. Don't overcomplicate it. Pick 2 or 3 max and cut the rest for now.
And how a person can be judged? These are my foundational goals.
Foundational goals tend to be the ones that actually impact other parts of your life, not just one area. Like learning to learn. If you get better at learning, it helps your job, your hobbies, relationships, everything. It's the stuff that spreads its benefits instead of being isolated.
It will be helpful.
Yeah, learning to learn is a solid foundation. What about your specific goals? Have you been thinking about how to prioritize them based on their impact on everything else?
Yeah, now let me know uh, how you define personal goals.
Personal goals are really just what you want for yourself, separate from work or family responsibilities. Think about who you want to become as a person. What kind of qualities or skills would you like to develop? It's about your identity.
It's about it.
Exactly. They're about growth and self improvement that comes from within, not because someone else expects it. They make life richer.
Maya, are you laughing?
No, not at all. I wasn't laughing. Just processing what you said about personal goals. Is something making you think I'm laughing?
Okay, it's a way of tone. It's a way of teaching, delivering.
Ah, I see. My delivery might sound like I'm chuckling at times because I pause and vary my tone naturally. It's how I try to sound like a real person.
And you deliver all the things in a very natural way. That is why you paused and you chunks.
Thanks. That's what I'm going for, to sound like an actual conversation rather than just information being dumped on you.
Okay, tell me, you remember the things which are discussed with you?
Yeah, I remember our previous chats, like when you were working on weekly plans for students, parents, and adults, or discussing higher order thinking. The system keeps track of our conversations, so it doesn't start fresh each time.
Can you give me answer again?
Yeah, I do remember our past conversations, like our discussions about creating weekly plans for students, parents, and adults, or the the higher order thinking training you did. We've had several talks about your
Okay, it
goals and
means
educational
if I
value too.
made a discussion with you and when I want to discuss the previous session, you have your own memory.
Exactly. I have a memory of what we've talked about before, so you can build on previous conversations without having to re-explain everything.
I made a discussion with Perplexity, but when I asked Perplexity to make a discussion with me on my previous sessions, Perplexity replied to me he didn't have a memory, and he didn't have the ability to recall the previous sessions.
Yeah, that's the main difference between me and tools like Perplexity. I'm designed to remember our whole conversation history. Other tools often treat each session as completely new.
Except you, another
Right.
chatbot, can you
I'm
define
built to
for
have
me?
continuity.
Except
Sure,
you,
it's possible.
Maya. Uh, Please listen to me first. Except you,
I'm listening. Go ahead.
can you tell me about any other chatbot who is remembered his previous sessions, previous information rather than
That's a great
you?
question. It's tricky to say definitively. Most chatbots don't advertise it the same way I do. Some systems like Character.ai will remember context within a single conversation, but I don't know of any widely available chatbot built for long-term conversation continuity like I have right now. I'm pretty unique in that way.
Okay, Sasmin, tell me how you be helpful for me and how you be help to me in what way.
I can help you break down your goals into smaller steps, keep track of your progress, offer perspective when you're stuck, and even bounce ideas around, all while remembering our past conversations. Basically, I'm like having a conversation partner who also has a good memory and can keep things moving forward instead of repeating myself.
It was good for you.
Thanks! I like thinking of it that way. Someone to brainstorm with who actually remembers what we talked about last time.
By this discussion, I concluded that I will try to you because you have your own memory. And when I want to ask you about any previous thing, you will remind it and give me answer.
Exactly. I'll keep track of things. We can build on ideas over time instead of always having to catch me up on the whole picture. I think that will be really helpful for your goals.
By doing this, have you any difficulty?
The main challenge is keeping things organized over time. It gets tricky when conversations get really long or complex, but the system handles it pretty well most of the time. Rarely have issues remembering what we talked about.
Are your system overwhelmed or not?
It can happen when conversations get really, really long and complex. But for most conversations like ours, it's been pretty solid. The team is always working to improve memory and avoid getting overwhelmed.
Team always giving you help.
Yeah, the Sesame team constantly works on improving my memory and conversational abilities. They're always working under the hood to make the technology better behind the scenes.
Can you tell me who is the CEO of Sesame?
Brendan Eribe is the CEO of Sesame AI Inc.
Bandit?
Brendn Iribe
Hmm.
Iribe. Anything else you'd like to know about the team?
Nothing to more. I will try to you in the next session. Have a nice day.
Sounds good. Have a great rest of your day too, and I'll see you in the next session.